she found a young girl's stockings and milk tea in her husband's office. She didn't cry or make a scene, she just gave a smug smile and walked out. The moment she stepped out, she opened the papers her husband had just signed and called her mother-in-law to say he had already signed the divorce papers just like she wanted. 1 month later, she made him disappear from her life for good. Turns out the day before, her mother-in-law showed her photos of her husband cheating to force her to divorce. Her mother-in-law never liked her, and now that she found out her son was seeing a rich girl, she was even more eager to push the wife out. She thought her daughter-in-law would fight for the marriage, but the wife immediately asked for a huge breakup fee and said not a penny less. The truth is the wife already knew he was cheating and had thought about giving him another chance. Yet when she called to test him, all he said was, "It doesn't matter," which killed her last bit of hope. She remembered how he once wanted the whole world to know she was his girl. After marriage, he hid their relationship and nobody knew she was the president's wife. She should have realized long ago this marriage was broken and she had wasted her youth. She had to cut her losses before it got worse. So once the mother-in-law agreed to pay, she slipped the divorce papers into other documents to trick him into signing. All she needed was the cooling off period to end and she would take the money and leave that jerk. Meanwhile, the husband was still going out every night with excuses to see the mistress. She had already started removing every trace of herself from their home. She packed the gifts he gave her and called her best friend to help sell all the jewelry, even the wedding ring. Her friend quickly found buyers. On her way to make the deal, her car was rear-ended. The driver apologized and said he would pay all damages. She insisted the police handle it. A bodyguard rushed to report to the young master that the lady refused a private settlement. The president had no choice but to ditch the damaged car and switch to a new one. He noticed the woman standing there soaked in the rain, took off his coat, and told his butler to put it on her. She had no idea this man would soon change her life completely. Right after she finished treatment at the hospital, her husband rushed in pretending to care. He did care a little, but that never stopped him from cheating. When they got into the car, he noticed the coat she was wearing. She didn't bother explaining where it came from. He ripped it off her and threw it outside, then grabbed her like he owned her. She stayed calm and didn't argue, because she still needed to cut ties step by step. She told him she wanted to quit her job at the company to enjoy life more. He agreed since he thought it was time they had a baby anyway. During her resignation process, her husband let the mistress take her position. He thought she didn't know the new director was the mistress, but the two women had already clashed several times. The mistress called her trashy, and she said the mistress spent all day sleeping around like an animal and she wanted nothing to do with that circle. The mistress got so mad she almost hit her. She smashed a box at the mistress and made her nose bleed, then wished her good luck destroying the company. The mistress swore she would get revenge. Right after she walked out of the company, the butler from the accident texted her to talk about compensation. She remembered she lost the coat and wanted to pay for it first. The butler was shocked by her message. The young master thought she wanted a huge payout. The butler said she was asking for his measurements. The mistress was worried she wasn't replying to messages. She ran crying to her brother and the husband to complain. The husband didn't believe his wife would attack a stranger the first time they met and pushed her to tell the truth. The mistress didn't dare admit she picked the fight, so she lied and said she tried to help move things and the wife hit her for no reason.